Guys, welcome back to my channel. So you already know what your girl's up to with this tutorial. So I've been really inspired by the Victoria's Secret's runway this year. Like, don't get me wrong, like they come through like every year, like for the past couple of years. Obviously they've added more inclusivity with their show and I've absolutely loved it. So I'm starting off by doing a base and I'm using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Deep Caramel Concealer, and that is the shade that I'm using for the base. Then I go and use an Urban Decay's Born to Run palette. You know that's my favourite, like it's got so many different shades. So I just use a very smoky black colour and a bit of a brown that I'm applying on the outer corners. So I go in using a gorgeous pinky colour, and I can't remember the shade that it's in actually, but I'm using a pinky colour with the shade Riff, and it's looking really lovely. So it's the shade Still Shot, and that's gorgeous. And I'm really going with the theme of Victoria's Secrets that I absolutely love. Then I go in using the Too Faced concealer and MAC Cosmetics concealer. One is in Cocoa by Too Faced and the other one is in NC55, which is more of a neutral tone, which is what I'm using, and I'm just applying that underneath my eyelids. So I go in dabbing the concealer underneath my eyes using the Fenty Beauty's concealer brush, which I've always used since they've come out. So to really contour and bronze my face, give it that toasty look, I'll go in using the shade Ebony, which is a very gorgeous deep brown tone, which is perfect for my deep neutral shade. Then I go in using it on the back of my hands. It just gives it that skin-like finish and makes it look really natural and lovely, but still very glamorous, which is what I'm obviously going for, the vibe of Victoria's Secret. So I'm just using a flat angled brush to really work around the outer corners of my face and to obviously contour my nose the same way I did the outer corners of my face. So then I go in using the Maybelline's 18-hour skin tint, and it's this gorgeous reddish neutral undertone. So I'm just using a little bit. So I did do an underpainting inspired makeup look, so I'm just applying that on the outer corners of my face, and it's really giving it that finished look which I want, just to morph everything together. And I'm using my foundation brush by Primark, and it also has a concealer brush end. So to set everything together, I'm using the Huda Beauty's baking powder in two shades actually. One is in, I think it's Cocoa, I think that's the name of it. Oh no, it's in Cinnamon Bun. And then I'm using the lighter one in Kanafa. So I go in using that in the corners. So while I'm letting the corners set, I really want to bronze my face. So I'm using two bronzers. I'm using the Fenty Beauty's one in Thick Mint, and the second one, which is in the Made by Mitchell's, I think it is called Brownie. Brown Sugar, that's what it's called. So I go in using that, and then I use the Made by Mitchell's blush palette, one of my favorites. Can't remember the shades, but it's all different from brown to pink. Now to set my face, I go in using the Essence 18-hour fixing spray, which is giving that gorgeous dewy finish to really give that nice nudie pinky lip, which I'm so excited it's starting to come together. I'll go in using the Made by Mitchell's Nude Muted Nudes palette, and I end up using the pinky shade. Can't remember the name in the pinky shade. I think it's Most Wanted. And then the dark one is, for the outer corners, it was actually called Perfect Timing, and this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow for more. Mwah.